What's up, conspirators? How are things on your end of the video? On my end of the video, I got for you is one that'll definitely leave you hanging. This video contains the following emotions: excitement, joy, anger, and frustration. All wrapped up in one big circular reasoning kind of pointless video that's really entertaining and funny all at the same time. So, an ironic thing about all of this is that the video was uploaded yesterday. It's from Russia, and it almost has already amassed 1 million views. It's crazy insane, I know you'll get it. If it doesn't leave you hanging, I don't know what will. Really don't want to stick it into anything and cause further problems. And if it does cause any problems, head on. Apply directly to the forehead. Anyways, I'm done. Link to that video down below in the wrapper. You can enjoy watching it and, let me know what you think about it, or give the video some encouragement. I don't know, maybe it'll go somewhere. I'm done. Okay, so today, well, it was an interesting day at work. I enjoy walking as much as the next person, but walking and being in pain at the same time isn't as enjoyable as I thought it would be. I mean, it's like, okay, I don't think any of you have done this amount of walking in your life unless, you're another postal carrier that I don't know about, or your job involves walking for 6 hours a day at pretty brisk speeds and standing for another 2. So the weather was great. That's how I'm going to start it off. The weather was great. It's a great day. I got out later than I wanted to. I finished a little bit later than I wanted to, but I got the job done. And I was happy. It's a nice part of town. It's kind of in my neighborhood, my neck of the woods, so I enjoyed it. I even came home for lunch. So I'll take that as a perk. I get pulled over by... Actually, I didn't get pulled over. Well, actually, scratch that. I'm walking across the street, and I get to the other side, and I hear this car coming up, and the car, pulls up alongside me and then stops and says, "Hey, do you know where this address is?" And I'm looking at the address, and I'm like, okay, I know exactly where that address should be, but I do not think a house exists at that address. As a matter of fact, there's a road that probably exists at that address, and that's about it. And so he tried finding it, but I think he just gave up. He's like, whatever. And I'm like, what, if you give up and whatever? I don't know, because seriously, that's a goofy address. It goes, from here to here, and that address, by all means, me being a mailman now, kind of clicking into place, where address blocks are. There's not a house by that address. So whatever. And then another customer pulls up to a stop sign, stops, and then stops again, and then, makes a right turn and then stops by me, who I was kind of waiting to cross the street, and says, "Oh, hey, can you mail this?" And I said, "Yeah, sure, no problem." And they handed me envelopes, and I, obviously made sure they were stamped properly with postage, and so she's probably happy she didn't have to stop at the post office, so took care of a problem right there. And then I pull up to one house. I pull up to this house, and the next door neighbor has these dogs. 2 dogs, to be specific. It's a fenced-in yard and everything, and the dogs are freely running around outside in the back, but then there's also, apparently they have the back door open or something, so then the dogs can run around inside the house. But they also have the front door open and the screen door closed. And the screen door, it's a solidly closed door, that I know and everything. But it's funny, because the dog both of them goes from looking out the front door to going outside to barking at me outside as I'm by the truck trying to, sort the mail, get the mail ready for delivery, and then pull the mail all together, and then, close the door and start walking. Well, I'm starting to walk around its block where these dogs live, and I'm like, oh, great. Probably when I get to that house, the dogs will have gone from running around outside barking their heads off to going inside, and they're going to be right by the front door, which is like 1 foot away from where the mailbox is that is up on the wall, because it's like one of those mailboxes that's by the door. So it was funny because I deliver mail across the street and everything, and then I finally get to their side of the street and I start walking up, and I'm like, oh great, the dogs are probably going to come out of nowhere, they're going to go up against the door and they're going to start barking their heads off. Great. So I specifically walk up to the house very quietly. I very quietly open the mailbox lid, put the mail inside, I close the lid, I walk very quietly down the steps to the next house where my car is parked in front of, deliver the mail to that house, and I return to my vehicle. The moment I do that, the dogs come running outside and they start barking. I'm like, you're the stupidest dogs on planet Earth. Dogs are entertaining, but they're so stupid. Anyways, do you have any stupid dogs? Well, my dog, he's just a big baby, so he doesn't know what he's doing. And most of the time, he's occupied chasing rabbits and squirrels. So, he'd more so bite them, but then bite a human being, because he knows if he bites any human being, regardless, well, he's gonna get paddled. What? The dog needs rules and boundaries. How do you think the alpha dog in the woods takes care of a disorderly underling? Do you think they just sit there and they bark at him? Baloney! Anyways, so you're welcome, PETA. So that's been my day. And then I came home, and then I ate food, and I went to bed, and I woke up, then I did dishes, and now I'm gonna go back to bed. After I watch another episode of White Collar. So that's what I've been up to. What are you guys up to today? Be sure to leave a post down below in the comment section. I'll leave a reply to it. Otherwise, I gotta go. Be sure to share this video with a friend, conspirator, pretty much. Keep being awesome. And until we meet again, Bro5 out. Who's a nerd? Oh, I almost got you that time. I don't know. Whatever. Bro5 out.